Earlier this week, an effort was launched by Senator Dan Patrick and a number of other Republicans at the Texas legislature. I think it's called either the Independent Conservative Republicans or Independent Republican Conservatives. It's either IRCOT or ICROT. I can't remember which one it is.
It's actually ICROT, because I've heard some fun jokes made about that.
And it is an articulation of principles that these folks believe in, and you know, among them the notion that the sovereignty of Texas should trump a lot of other things, and that we should be able to rebut things that come our way from the federal government that we don't like, which is very voguish these days. 44 House Republicans, more than half the House Republicans on this list, 14 of the 19 Republican senators on this list. Not on the list of 44 House Republicans is Speaker Joe Straus, your client, or any of the ABCs, so-called, who joined together to defeat Speaker Craddock and to install Speaker Straus. At least one person in the Austin Press Corps on Monday perceived this to be a sign that there is going to be a speaker's race this year, and that those 44 effectively signed pledge cards against Speaker Straus.
Well, actually, 33 of them have signed pledge cards for Speaker Straus,
so
of those 44.
It should not
I think
be
they were
interpreted.
I think they were horrified to find out that someone, I think the Burnt Orange blog or something, reported
No, it was
that.
actually the American Statesman.
Okay. Well, there was I saw a Burnt Orange blog report, but
they'll be happy to know that you're going to their
first,
site.
let me clarify a couple of things. I didn't go to their site; somebody sent it to me.
It still counts as traffic. That's okay. We online guys got to stick together. That's how that goes.
Well, a few things that were erroneous about some of the initial reporting about that. First of all, Senator Patrick called Speaker Straus and did invite him to join that group. The Speaker has a longstanding policy that he doesn't join those types of things because, again, he feels as Speaker he needs to represent all the members of the House and work with all the members of the House. And so he was invited to join the group. He fully supports the principles of the group and thinks it's fine for the group. He was not aware, however, that there was going to be a process that would invite some and not invite others. And I think a lot of some of the other members of the House who feel they are very conservative as well, who weren't invited, were a little distressed to find out. It sort of seems a little undemocratic that who decides this? One person decides you're conservative or you're not.
There are no Democrats on the list at all. It's totally undemocratic.
It's I meant little d undemocratic, but
I jest.
But I think it understandably has caused some consternation in the House. I think as a legislative strategy, those in the room who work on the legislature will know that not including members of the Calendars Committee or the chairman of the Appropriations Committee is probably not a real smart legislative strategy if you're interested in getting your legislation heard in the House of Representatives. But again, I am, as a former executive director of the Republican Party, I think our party has to be in the process of addition, not the process of division. We want to invite people to join us. And so if there's an effort to state our principles, and I think everyone that I know who is a Republican can agree with those principles that were enunciated by Senator Patrick. They're very broad. They're very, I think they're things I support, things the Speaker supports, things most Republicans that I know support. But again, I think we need to be a welcoming party, and I hope that this group will be welcome to all those who want to subscribe to those principles.